hear what he has to say today. And without further ado, let me welcome up Corey Brown.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, it is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you tonight. I'm so excited to come up here and share with you. So let's go ahead and jump in. It's Thursday night. You're watching your favorite television show, the one you've been waiting on all week. You're sitting down, you got your favorite meal and your drink in your hand, and you're watching that show. Things are getting really heavy because you know things in the previous episode are now leading up to this one. You're waiting for that defining moment. And you're sitting on the edge of your chair, and all of a sudden you hear this, and if you're like me, I'm trying to change the channel because I'm trying to hear what's going on. I've been waiting all week to hear this, what's going on in this show. It's a public service announcement. Of all times, during my show, during my time, I get a public service announcement. Well, I'm here to give you a public service announcement here tonight. And my announcement to you is to drink more water. Some of you probably look at me asking, why? I promise to give it back. He's an avid water drinker, you can tell. But it's important to drink water. I'm going to share with you some things, some aspects about water that are very, very important. And I'm also going to share with you a reason why drinking water is very important. A few things. Drinking water helps maintain the balance of bodily fluids. A little descriptive here. Your body is composed of about 60% water. The functions of these bodily fluids include digestion, absorption, circulation, creation of saliva, transportation of nutrients, and maintain body temperature. Water can help control calories. You can't say it can help lose weight, but it helps us cut back on calories, especially when we choose to drink sugary beverages such as Mountain Dew back there. Not pointing you out if you have a cup of that at your table right now. I'll try to point you out. Water helps energize the muscles. Cells that don't maintain their balance of fluids and electrolytes, they tend to shrivel, which can result in muscle fatigue. When muscle cells don't have adequate fluids, they don't work as well and performance can suffer. Water helps the skin look good. Now, I can't guarantee it will cut back on wrinkles. I just said it helps the skin look good. Water helps your kidneys. Your bodily fluids transport waste products in and out of cells. The main toxin in the body is blood urea nitrogen, a water-soluble waste that is able to pass through the kidneys to be excreted in the urine. Your kidneys can do an amazing job of cleansing and ridding your body of toxins, as long as your intake of fluids is adequate. It also increases brain function. If we drink too little water, I spoke about our kidney earlier, things that we call kidney stones can come up, which is the reason why I'm giving you a public service announcement about drinking water. It all started at 6 a.m. I wake up in the morning, it's time for me to go to work. I usually go through my regular routine. Wake up, stretch. I like to read in the morning. I like to fill my mind up with positive words before I start the day. So I go upstairs, bedroom's downstairs, go upstairs to my spot, and to go use the restroom. Notice things weren't functioning as they always do every day. So I'm a little uneasy at this point. And I start to grab my side. Something feels a little strange. So I go downstairs thinking it's, because I'm a man, I'm a strong man. So I'm going to walk it off. It's not that big of a deal. So I go downstairs and this pain continues to intensify. This is no cramp. This is certainly not gas. And before you know it, bam! I hit the floor. Ah! Ah! I'm screaming like a 2-year-old just lost his favorite toy. Now you imagine a 31-year-old man laying on the floor flopping around like a fish, yelling and screaming at the top of his lungs. Probably not a good sight. But thank goodness I have my wife there. Such an intelligent woman, strong, independent. She wakes up out of her sleep, a little bit of crust on the eyes. She looks at me and she asks me this very profound question. Corey, what's wrong? This is not the time to ask me that question. I'm in pain. I got should already know that. She helps me out. We realize we got to go to the doctor. Obviously, this is not something that I can rid of on my own. So we get in the car. I'm in the car. I'm still screaming. We're trying to hurry up and get to the hospital. My wife, as I told you, very intelligent, very smart, very strong, very independent. But she also follows the traffic laws. She does it very, very well. I'm in pain. You know that point when you get to the traffic light, it goes from yellow to red? That means you got about half a second to go. She stops. Are you kidding? This is not the time to stop. This is not the time to abide by the traffic laws. So she stops. And I look at her as if she's crazy. What are you doing? She's very patient. She did everything she possibly could to not reach over and knock me out. So I went to go into the hospital with kidney stones and a broken jaw. So what she was doing was grinding on the steering wheel. You could see grains of the steering wheel leaving her hands because she's refraining from going crazy. We make it to the hospital. Find out not only I have one kidney stone, I have two. Yeah, one on each side. How about that? Just my luck. Again, this is my public service announcement to you. You don't drink adequate amount of fluids, you increase your sugar intake, you too will be lying on the floor, flopping around like a fish. My public service announcement to you, drink more water. Mr. Toastmaster.